What's up, world? Welcome back to another installment of Snacking with Chef, and I am, of course, your host, Chef. If you like these videos and you want to see the full podcast, Cooking with Chef, make sure you like and subscribe and put your notifications on. Whenever you get one of these notifications, you know I'm about to cook up some stuff. For real. Alright, so let's get to it. The Lions this week are facing the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are coming to town, and they're really not boasting too much of anything. The Lions are actually favored for the second straight home game, which hasn't happened in many years. I guess the national sentiment of what the Lions are is still not phased, even though we had that tough loss last week. Unfortunately, injury news, we already know Tracy Walker is done for the year. He tore his Achilles last week, and he's had surgery. The surgery went well. Amon-Ra St. Brown, DeAndre Swift, they're out. They're not playing. So that's very unfortunate for the Lions, seeing as how the Seahawks have struggled against the run all year. So the Lions have also struggled against the run, so it's pretty much a toss-up. The last time the Lions faced the Seahawks, which was early this year in January, their running back Rashad Penny went for a season-high 170 yards. So that wasn't great. And the Lions' front seven hasn't looked great against the run this year. They were getting repeatedly gashed by Dalvin Cook last week until he went out with his shoulder injury. And then Alexander Madison came in, and he was still doing quite well, finding lots of running room against his defense. So hopefully that's something that they shored up. I'm not exactly sure what they were able to shore up, because there's been just a lot of injury news coming out of Detroit. 10 skill players did not practice on Wednesday. So right now, the only people that have been ruled out, like I said, are DeAndre Swift, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Austin Seibert has been ruled out, so that's big news. I don't think we'll be attempting any more 54-yard field goals into the wind. There are no big doors to be open at Ford Field like there were in U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota, so that shouldn't have been a big issue anyway, and I don't think that Dan Campbell is going to be trying his best to kick any more 54-yard field goals. I think there will be a lot of going for it on fourth down this week, just as what there was last week, especially with a backup kicker getting the call. With both of these defenses struggling against the run, it should be a pretty run-heavy game. The passing numbers between Geno Smith and Jared Goff are surprisingly close this year. I think Jared Goff has only passed for about 50 more yards than Geno Smith. So we've got abilities to go either way. But look for it to be a pretty run-heavy game. Look for Detroit to establish a run early and often if the Seahawks are going to give that up. I think on the O-line, we're pretty much the same. We're still missing Jonah Jackson, and of course we're missing Halaputi Vaitai. However you say his name, Big V. He is out, and he's not eligible to return until after week 5 because he's on the injured reserve list. This is a game between two teams whose defenses are not doing great right now. I don't think that our defense will get carved up like it did last week. The secondary, hopefully. I mean, Tracy Walker's out. I hope. This is just hope. Hopefully they can scheme up some things. Speaking of the secondary, we got a little beef going on. DK Metcalf has called out Jeff Okudah and said that he's not really impressed by Jeff Okudah. One of Jeff Okudah's biggest detractors. I'm happy to see that he's doing a little bit better this year. He's gone some games. He's going every game without being embarrassed, without giving up a big touchdown. So he's done great this year so far. But as DK Metcalf has pointed out, he's got a safety over the top, so he's not really locking people down like people think he is. Hopefully he is, though. Hopefully I can stop calling him Oh Hell No Kuda. And a lot of people don't really understand where that name came from. They think that I'm just going, oh, it's a funny play on because he's Okuda, and oh hell no because he's trash or whatever. That's really not why I called him that. I called him oh hell no Kuda because he went to oh hell no State University. And for all you Michigan fans out there, you know exactly the place that I'm talking about, and I am not going to dignify that place with saying their actual name. So they are oh hell no State University into perpetuity. So because he went to oh hell no State University, he is oh hell no Kuda. Because you know, oh Kuda, oh hell no Kuda, it goes together like really well. So it's just, he's just got an unfortunate name to go to that school. I mean, should I not call him oh hell no Kuda? Even if he does well, he's still went to that school. I gotta call him oh hell no Kuda, right? I don't think it's a bad thing. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Lions win this one by 7. I know it seems like I'm always picking the Lions, but I think they have favorable matchups. This Seahawks team is not great. They had that emotional win in week number 1 where everybody hates Russell Wilson in Seattle, and everybody wanted to beat the crap out of Russell Wilson, and there was some clock mismanagement, and there was all types of craziness going on, and they did get that win. So that's the only win that they've gotten, right? We know about emotional wins and, you know, high charged wins and all those things. It's like, all right, we got our win for the season, let's shut it down. So hopefully that's what Seattle's doing. Hopefully they'll roll over, lose another game, go to 1-3, while the Lions go to 2-2, and try to get some company down in the bottom of the division, as hopefully the Bears will lose to the Giants, and hopefully the Vikings will lose to the Saints in London. Hopefully the Packers will lose to whoever the backup is up there in Boston, to the New England Patriots. I'm not 100% sure that that's going to happen, but you know, we've all got to hope, and we've all got to dream, and we've all got to wish really, really bad things for the Packers, because we're Lions fans, and that's just what we do. Alright, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you like my pick. Let me know if you think that the Lions definitely have this one in the bag. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you're afraid of, or any player in particular that you're afraid of. Do you think DK Metcalf has a big day against Jeff oh hell no Kuda? Or do you think Tyler Lockett has a big day in that secondary? Do you think that Rashad Penny does rush for another 170-yard game? Or can we hold him in check this time around? Let me know. And until next time, just keep cooking. Keep cooking, Lions.